All right, so the purpose of today is to talk about Valeria, her progress, how she's doing in classes, how she's meeting goals, accommodations, and then social work, how that's going, and then classes for the future. So currently Valeria qualifies for special education with a specific learning disability in math, problem solving, and calculation. She also receives consult social work minutes, so she's just primary LD. Valeria has been a very interesting student. Reason being, her attendance has been the challenge for her. So teachers report she is always very nice and polite. She is capable of doing the work. When she is here, she does her best to catch up, to make those, to turn in missing assignments. But again, a lot of teachers can't speak on her skills specifically because she has about 30 plus absences in her classes. So attendance continues to be a big issue. The absences are affecting her in PE, English. Again, teachers are struggling to say that she's making any growth due to those absences. So, Ms. Torres, do you want to talk about how she's doing in geometry?
Yeah, just ditto what you basically said just now. She has 36 absences in my class. When she comes to class, we try to get her caught up on assessments. She doesn't do well on the assessments because she hasn't had a chance to learn the material. She's very, very far behind at this point because we're halfway through the semester.
Okay. Yeah, and math, again, is one of those things that's hard for her. But also math, like you said, if you're not there, you lose those, building those skills that build on what you're doing in class. Right. So, and again, her STAR teacher was really adamant that she's not working on it, and I know that's her credit recovery time. And again, I know he was share this with parents. So again, we'll have to just make sure that parents know that she's not doing her credit recovery stuff. How did she do with her STAR summer school?
Good. So that's what's kind of surprising too, is she did well and passed her STAR classes over the summer and at the end of last year. But now, and that's what she really wanted. She's been asking for STAR. So now she's just not doing them. So that's alarming.
Okay. And I wonder why was she doing it in the spring and now all of a sudden she's not doing it? I wonder what, I mean, has she said anything about why, I guess?
I think yesterday when I was talking with her, her anxiety has gotten a lot worse. Okay. She said she's been having panic attacks regularly, and seeing them yesterday, you could tell she wasn't faking it. She was hyperventilating. She felt nauseous. She just did not feel good. So it sounds like they're becoming a lot more frequent, and even having them at home when she's scrolling on her phone, and sitting with her cat. She said she gets a panic attack.
So they're escalating.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, we've given mom counseling resources, hospital resources. We brought her to the house last year.
And yesterday, she did say, her mom was she was are you loca? Are you crazy? She said that to Valeria, and she was no. And her mom was only crazy people go to therapy. And Valeria was in a Mexican household, we don't really believe in therapy. So, just another barrier.
Yeah. So, home is not helping.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the accumulation of the attendance issues, the panic attacks at home. And again, I know you guys have offered resources. I know she's on consult for social work.
She's here, every day that she's here, she sees one of us. So
checking in.
Okay, so that's good that she has that consistency, especially
once every 2 weeks. That's hard to be.
And we can only do as much as we can when she's here. We can't do what's at home. And so
I did mention therapist that comes to school, but I'm you gotta come to school to.
Yeah, I think we've referred her in the past to Lead Youth Outreach within her attendance.
Okay, and I mean, you guys have groups that she could join should
she's been referred for her group for 2 years.
Okay, and it's still
always on the list and never comes.
Man,
Yeah,
that just breaks my
I
heart
know.
because she is a sweet girl. When she was here in years past, she would be working. I had her in study skills a couple years ago, and she would come. She might not know what she was doing, but she would at least try.
And she
try.
has a solid friend here that we
Okay.
both know who's also on our caseload.
Okay.
We like put them in PE together.
Yeah.
Well-
Done.
And again, it's nice that she has that support system here. So I wish she would just continue to come to school. And so credit wise, she's at how many credits?
13 credits.
And
She
she-
needs 22 to graduate.
Okay.
So she's already a rollback junior.
Okay.
And it's gonna be a double rollback, most likely, if she fails these classes.
I think she was hoping originally at the end of last year, when we talked with her about the schedule for this year, she was hoping she could get a lot done in STAR
Mhm.
and still manage
Yeah.
to graduate on time. but
Yeah.
Without attendance, that's not gonna be
Yeah,
the
and
case.
even doing STAR at home, she could, get
She
some
did
credits.
Packets, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, and I know that math has been hard for her, and with her attendance, I know we've talked about putting her maybe in a self-contained because she does have that math deficit, but the issue is that attendance. She's going to be taking up that spot
Mhm.
that somebody else could use. So I think
Yeah.
that's, I know that you threw that idea out to her last month or so,
Yeah.
earlier this year, that's saying that, she was here attending, we could put her in a self-contained
Yeah.
because of that math deficit, but,
And we did bring it up again yesterday.
Okay.
Like, if you
Okay.
come to the meeting today, this would be the time when we can talk with the teacher about making this change
mhm.
because we know math is hard.
Yeah, well, and theoretically, we could put her in a self-contained, just to, but, so she will continue with her math goals since she did not make any progress. We're just gonna roll those goals over to next year, because I know she's back in algebra and geometry. Transition goals, again, passing her classes, that was one of her transition goals. Again, I know she was interested in cosmetology, but it's been hard to kind of assess if that's something of interest to her as well. So that, and then again, seeing if she has her driver's license too. I know she still has to take behind the classroom portion. Or did she pass? I think she might have.
She passed the class.
So she still has to get her driver's license. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's one of her transition goals too, as to that independent living part. So we're gonna again just roll over her goals. Classroom accommodations, calculator is needed, preferential seatment, extended time and a half, study guides, allow for review time, and then small group testing. So again, those are the accommodations from last year. Since she's a rollback junior, will she take the SAT again? Or did she take it last
She
year?
did take it,
Okay.
I think, unless she missed it.
I-
Let me look.
Well, and that was my other
She
question.
missed it.
So she'll have to take the SAT.
Mhm.
Okay. Would another rollback junior have to take it? You only have to take it
Probably
one
depending
time.
if they took it or
Okay.
not, yeah.
Okay.
But I bet they'd still get the notifications just because it goes
Okay.
to all juniors.
Okay. No, that makes sense. That's always one of my questions. So currently, right now, based on her classes, she is in general education 80% or more of the day. Classes, I guess her schedule, the placement page is dependent on what she passes.
Yeah.
So what would her classes be for next? I mean,
Um,
ideally, that
yeah,
we
so
can.
if she were to pass everything, it's hard. So let me look at her schedule and just see the next progression because she's kind of in
So-
juniors and senior class.
So if she passed both of her math classes, she'd be done with
She'd be
math.
good with math. She needs government.
Okay.
She needs electives. She's in STAR chemistry and biology because she failed one semester of each.
Okay. So science.
So it's
Okay.
yeah. So it's really up in the air. I can give you her transcript evaluation. That might be easier.
Well, I just want to put some in her placement page again. I know it's going to change,
Yeah.
but I want to make sure that she has some type of. I think I'm going to put math in the special education with special education with general, just in case she does not pass.
Yeah, the algebra and geometry.
Yeah, so that way she'll have at least something. So with that schedule, she'll be in general education in 80% or more of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be her placement page. Again, that all depends on what she passes this semester, what she,
Cause I added her to everything she needs to graduate.
okay,
Like in the
Okay.
schedule, if she
Okay.
passed everything, every STAR class, I think she should be fine. We have to see.
I know, it's hard. Well, all right. Anything else? Did I miss anything? No, okay.